I am Naveenkumar Nagipogu, presently working as research assistant at Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, in the Department of Center for Product Design and Manufacturing, and also at Desapex Engineering Consultants. I graduated from IIIT RGUKT Valley in the stream of civil engineering. I joined in RGUKT Valley after passing my 10th class, SSC. I did my integrated 6 years BTech program. The first 2 years consist the PUC 1 and 2, after that 4 years of engineering. We were enough fortunate to have the 2+2 engineering program. The first 2 years were dedicated to academic work, and after 2 years we were free to choose continue the academic work or go to explore the industry and the opportunities in terms of the internships and all. I pursued my 2 years engineering work and joined an internship also. The first 2 years at RGUKT Valley passed unknowingly in the PUC 1 and 2. You were studying the maths, physics, chemistry, Telugu, English, and IT, the Python language also in PUC 2. After that, we chosen the branch. I opted first for the civil engineering branch and I got it. I felt unfortunate to get that whatever I chosen. The civil engineering. I loved the subjects of civil engineering. The subjects of civil engineering were very well connected to me and with the nature also, and they were in very practical manner. We were able to witness each and everything maximum practically in front of the eyes. When it comes to the subjects related to transportation, geotechnical engineering, building materials and concrete technology, the environmental engineering, fluid mechanics, hydraulics, hydrology, many things. I fell in love with the civil engineering subjects. In the first year, I was introduced to a different world in the civil engineering. With my curiosity and interest, I began studying like anything in the subjects. In the second year itself, I started my preparation towards the gate examination. I was very having enough interest towards my higher studies, so I began my preparation towards the gate examination. I can say, I believed in myself, and I was the first person to complete the syllabus and the gate notes, short notes also in my batch, at least in my class. So that much amount of curiosity and interest towards the higher studies, towards the cracking gate and all. I was there in the classroom right from morning 7:40 a.m. to night 10 and 10:30 p.m. Of course, with the permissions also. Like that, I used to study and I used to interact with the faculty more and more, and I spent good time with the faculty and with the laboratory work also. When I was student, I studied very good, I believe. I was not at all a topper and an intelligent, so I believed in my hard work and I studied more and more. I remember each and everything logically also. So came to the engineering final year. I appeared for the gate examination in 2020 February. I couldn't clear it. I couldn't qualify also. What happened in between? There was no excuses at all in between. I got an internship opportunity and I joined in internship. Internship was very tough time to me where I used to manage my studies as well as the internship work. But still that contributed very good results in my life so far. I was exposed to many different fields and technology in terms of the architecture, engineering, and construction industry. I was there in sales and marketing. I was there in research and development. Those fields and the study which I did at the time helped me very much. And my internship was actually 1 year program, but due to COVID, internship got broke out and we went to home, not even to college, because at the time college also having the online classes. So I went back to home directly. I can say that was the time, the lockdown was the time which I made most out of it. I used to attend webinars, panel discussions. I used to do a lot of courses, and I used to post on the social media platforms at least one or two articles per day. That much content I used to prepare, I used to write, and used to post on social media platforms. Through that, people approached me and they offered some jobs and all. I was enough fortunate to get that. Lockdown was the best time I used, apart from the studies. So after that, in December 2020, I got a call from my internship company. They were ready to offer the job. I accepted that. I joined in that. Again, entered into the professional life. I explored many fields. I was there in sales and marketing and research and development. After that, I jumped into the technical department, that is the modeling, the BIM modeling department. BIM, building information modeling, which is very, very trending nowadays in the AEC industry. When it comes to BIM, it is a process which is integrates and which gathers the information, which stores and which distributes across the project life cycle in the built environment. People should know about the built environment. It is a very vast field. In that very vast field, we deal with the buildings and infrastructure. When it comes to the designing and the designing is different and the modeling is different. I am dealing maximum with the modeling. But if you ask me, the designing or modeling, which is a priority and which is having a more scope and very fast-paced career, I will vote for the designing. But however, I'm not doing designing so far. I am more into the BIM and the modeling management kind of thing. We deal with the buildings and the infrastructure projects, right? There are certain number of softwares we deal with in a everyday life. For example, the Autodesk products, AutoCAD, Revit, Navisworks, the BIM 360 platform for collaboration, the SketchUp we have, Synchro 4D we have, Twinmotion, Unity, 3D, many things like this, many things. It varies, depends upon the project requirements and the scope. If you are at the undergraduate level, you should have enough amount of clarity. What after the btech? Are you going for higher studies or you are aiming for the job? If you are aiming for the job in the private sector, then which sector you want to enter into? Which subject do you like? Either it is a transport engineering, geotechnical, building materials and concrete technology, or RCC, steel sectors. First, you have to be very sure. Then you are allowed to pursue your career in that. For example, when it comes to me, I was not having any idea among all these subjects. I'm good at subjects, but I was not having any particular favorite idea. Either I have to go to transportation or a geotechnical or a steel sectors. Whenever I joined an internship, then I got to know my interest. Yeah, digital side of it, the softwares and all the digital stuff, the modeling and little amount of designing in the computer itself, not having much upon the site knowledge. So I decided to be in the BIM field, the building information modeling. We deal with daily or the different platforms, as I mentioned, many softwares. I come to know, I realized it is the future. The BIM is the future. And there are master's programs in the BIM also. For sure, in the future, we may try to pursue the masters in building information modeling also. We can climb the ladders in the corporate world. If you are at undergraduate level, be sure, have enough amount of clarity in which field you want to pursue your career. If it is geotechnical, aim into geotechnical softwares. There are softwares. Aim into the field knowledge. The field knowledge is must and should for the people who are aiming for the transportation, geotechnical and the site engineering jobs. For me, I am doing an office job. Of course, the field experience and the knowledge is required, but limited. We deal with the softwares in the computer. We are okay with that. But I do suggest you that it is better to have a clear vision and a mission what you want to pursue. You should be enough clear, either going to higher studies or a job. In terms of job, government or private. If you are looking toward the private, then go for designing field. It is very, very good. Or the BIM field. If you enter into the BIM field, then you are free to go for design or modeling. So far, I am in the maximum modeling field. I can suggest you some softwares which are from the Autodesk platform and the Bentley platform. When it comes to the Autodesk platform, we have the AutoCAD 2D and 3D. After that, the 3D modeling softwares, the Revit. And interior designing softwares, the SketchUp, V-Ray, rendering softwares and all. We have many softwares, the RGUKT, Tekla, Vectorworks, Bentley, Synchro, 4D, Open Building Designer, Open Rail Designer, Road Designer, MX Roads, the InfoWorks, STAD Pro, and ETABS. When it comes to the structural part of it, there are many softwares. If you get enough amount of handy experience upon the projects, upon the softwares, then you can crack the interviews and you can get the job easily. Let me tell you a very important thing while you are an undergraduate student and dealing with these AutoCAD and Revit softwares. Whatever the work of practice you do in the AutoCAD Revit, you try to make it as a document. You try to develop a habit, making a portfolio. What is portfolio? Say, for example, you made a plan or the AutoCAD. You print it very neatly and make a PDF out of it. You model a 1 BHK or 2 BHK in the Revit. You model a commercial building in the Revit. You take a pics in the perspective view. You print the plans, the elevation, side view and the perspective view. You make a document out of that. And you list out some specifications before the building. Say, for example, the 2 BHK. What is the area? What is the net area, plot area, and what is the index? We have that many different indexes in the buildings, right? Floor to surface index like that. You mention that. You mention the area, the surface indexes and all, and whatever the elements you used, the architectural, the structural, mechanical, electrical, plumbing and fire protection and all. When it comes to civil engineering, the architecture and structure is very, very important. After that, you may give preference to the plumbing. Very, very important. You might have studied the building science, right? From that, we can design up to such an extent the plumbing also. The typical plumbing for the design. So like this, you look into the softwares, you practice, you model, you document it, you prepare a portfolio. Whenever you are applying for any job, along with a resume, you attach your portfolio and send that also. The people will get to know that you are having certain amount of knowledge, practice and experience among the softwares, whether it relates to designing or modeling. The probability will be more to you. That is the advantage, I can say. After that, be sure upon writing your motivation letters, the resume writing and the portfolio also. I'm Naveenkumar Nagipogu again. I will be here to help you in many aspects and you can get in touch with me in many social media platforms. And recently we started one platform, that is Construction Leaders. We build professional leaders for the construction industry. We do provide free services such as the short courses, blogs, webinars, and personal guidance to the civil engineering people and gate guidance also. You can get in touch with us over the social media. Thank you very much. I love to share the knowledge, I love to exchange the skills, and I love to help the people. When it comes to professionally, my background is civil engineering, right? I started sharing my knowledge, skills, and exchanging the knowledge and skills between the different people through the YouTube channel. Yes, Recently, I started YouTube channel named Naveenkumar Nagipogu. Through that, I will be sharing content related to the architecture, engineering, and construction industry, particularly related to the building information modeling, the modular construction design, and also related to the management. I'm learning a language that is Swedish. I also will be sharing content related to that also. You can support me over there. Thank you very much.